Now that we've talked about many categories of free morphemes, or individual signs in ASL, we can move on to a new category. We've talked about verbs, a little bit about nouns, about adjectives, but determiners are probably a category of words that you're not familiar with. Well, if you look at these sentences that I have glossed, the first being, and the second being, then in those sentences you notice that the word my and the word that serve a special role. They tell us which ones we're talking about. Is it all books are important or just my book? Is it that red table that I want to buy, or is it all red tables, or some red tables, or a red table? Determiners tell us which ones we want to talk about. We have lots of signs that do this in ASL. We have the pointing sign, which works something like the word the in ASL, the boy, the girl, the computer. We have the word that, my, your. This sign, which means select ones, or something like the English word some people, all, many, few, and none. So depending on which one of these words I put before the noun, it lets you know which of the nouns I'm talking about. If I sign boy, I don't know which boy I'm talking about. Is it just that boy? Is it all boys? Is it many boys? Which ones is it? Determiners tell us that. Now, determiners are not adjectives. Unlike adjectives, determiners generally come before the word that they're modifying. So usually you'll see the boy, or the red car, or that red car, and it comes before the noun that it modifies. They can also come at the end of sentences, but generally that's when you're telling which you're describing, using them to describe something. So if I wanted to say something like, the book is mine, then it'll go at the end of the sentence. But most of the time they come before the noun that they're modifying. Now don't confuse this sign with the other meaning of the sign, which is the sign that shows place. They function very similarly, but actually linguists have done some research and found that they're a little bit different. This sign, which means there, is usually pointed a little slightly upward to show the place that something's located, like, and in that case it would mean at, like at the store or at the mall. And then often no determiner is used at all. ASL doesn't require the use of a determiner, and when it's not used, it has to be understood. So if you sign a sentence like boy nice, that's grammatical, that's okay. And just depending on context, you have to know if it means all boys are nice or just a particular boy is nice.